it is we do. There's something enormous about this issue of rape and incest. It's incomprehensible, it's unconscionable, and I think it requires very big people to show up. Morris and John are giants in our world. They reach with these huge arms and hold us in a way that is unique and completely and truly theirs alone. My dad always said when I was growing up, there are two kinds of people in the world. There are givers and there are takers. And they truly are givers in the truest sense of the word. So I just want to thank you from all the staff and all the people that we serve, Morris, you and you, John. I want to tell you that not only do we, the staff, and the people that we serve appreciate everything you do, but I get to benefit from the leadership, the mentoring, the humor, from Morris when he calls, "How are those aunts and uncles going? How you doing, kid?" It melts me, so thank you. And John, when you, on every phone call, are there for us and all the staff, guiding us, giving us your business brain and your big heart like no other. So thank you. Please join me one more time in thanking them. I love you both. And I promise, because you've never given up on us, we will never give up doing this work either. I promise that. We have some really special people, and I just want to quickly go through my thank yous. Brad mentioned the board. They steer the ship. We are forever grateful to all of you. The volunteers, the people who put this great event together for us, are an amazing gift, precious treasures. We wouldn't be able to do this work without you. And then there are these people here in the room who it is their mission to assist all people to focus on and to lean into what it is they are so terrific and good at instead of the worst thing that was done to them. That's their mission. They do it every single day. It's a privilege for me to stand with them, to do this work with them. Some of them are here tonight, and that's the staff of the Zacharias Sexual Abuse Center. And please stand so that people can know who you are. Wonderful, incredible people. It's an honor. We also have aunts and uncles with us. This is a group of people that Morris helped us inspire, got us going years ago. It's those people who support our children's program. They give annually, year after year, $1,000 a year to support our kids in getting the need they help to recover from excruciating trauma. Those aunts and uncles are in the room, and we have a lot of you, so I really want you to stand and be acknowledged. All those aunts and uncles. I was walking around the facility this week, talking to some of the staff, as I do, and I was speaking specifically to two of our advocates who do this work in the legal system and in the hospitals. And Kristen told me about one of the medical call-outs she had been on. And she told me this. She said, "I just can't seem to get over what it was that I experienced. I went prepared, as we all do, when we're called for an emergency in a hospital, and we go with a carload of sweats, because when people are assaulted, raped, and incested, they have to give their clothes away for evidence, so they have no clothes. So we go with sweatshirts, underwear, sweatpants. And then we also take for the kids, we take teddy bears that they can hold onto, coloring books and crayons. So she was prepared. And she walked into one of the local hospitals and met the police officer and spoke to him briefly and met the mother, who was completely confused and rendered helpless. And then she met her daughter. And then they went into the examination room where collecting data is as re-traumatizing as you can imagine. And this victim wouldn't hold still and wiggled around, and Kristen said she used the teddy bear to show what was going to happen in this exam so that this little victim maybe would feel just a little bit better. She told me that she called her princess. How could you ever be prepared for a 3-year-old in an emergency room who had just been assaulted? What kind of training, what kind of credentials, what kind of master degree would it be possible to be prepared for that? This is what we do every day. It's not your typical day in the office. You see this little girl? She was 3 years old and she was called a princess for a little bit of time. And for that little bit of time, I think she probably felt that way. And if for nothing else, we were able to give those few minutes to that little girl and possibly give her a chance to heal and to move on in her life. And certainly for her mom, who was so, so grateful that we had been there to be with her little girl. So, please, if there's any chance that you're not sure why you're here tonight, if there's any second that you don't think that the work we do is really important, think about those 3-year-old little people in your life, the 3-year-old that you once were, the 3-year-olds that will be, and know that this work is transformational and so, so important. So I could stand here forever and talk to you about and tell you those stories. They happen every day of the week for us at Zacharias Sexual Abuse Center. But we have somebody tonight who I want to introduce you to that will tell you her story, and I think that will say it all. I want to introduce you to Kathy Bostrom. She's been an ordained minister for 27 years, and for 19 of those years, she's co-pastored with her husband, Greg, and that's at the Wildwood Presbyterian Church. She's also published over 30 books, most of them children's books, and she's the mom of 3 kids. And it's as that mom that she's here tonight to speak to all of you, to tell you the jarring nightmare and also the inspiration and the hope that she will share with all of you. So please, please sink down into your heart and help me join Kathy Bostrom.